What's good? I just wanted to say I just seen a video from a police officer slamming the old lady. Uh, I mean, it's a lot of other comments I've watched or seen too from people talking about, oh, that's what she deserves. First of all, they didn't actually see the news broadcast of that. The news broadcast states that the elderly woman suffers from Alzheimer's. That's one. Second, she's an old woman. Now, from the news broadcast, this dude named Richard Weinbalt, he's like some kind of police tactics specialist or whatever. He said that, oh, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. The police officer did the best that she could. Of course he's gonna say that. Now I'm not gonna say I don't know his position. I don't know if he's a police officer or not. But of course he's gonna take her side, and it makes him look very heartless. You know what I mean? Like, I bet he didn't even know the old lady had Alzheimer's. He probably would have bit his tongue if he knew that. Now that's one. Second, when you're a police officer, you're supposed to be trained, and unfortunately, a lot of the reason why I think they use excessive force is because they're afraid for their own lives. Sometimes rightfully so. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to sit up here and say police officers um, they go over the line without reason. But when they do go over the line, even with if it's with or without reason, it ends up making them look stupid because you're supposed to be able to handle yourself better than a regular civilian who is a threat. Now, there's a difference between, tactical terrorists and mastermind villains. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about movies or nothing, but people that really, people that came out the army and they physically cut and they got guns and they ready to shoot up everything. That's one thing. But when you're dealing with, like this one video I seen, this dude was walking down the street and his pants was sagging, and because of that, the police officer, started talking to him, and it seemed like it was going good for a while, but then he told dude to get up and look me in the eye. So, because he had him against the hood of the car, just kind of barred down. And he said, look me in the eye, I'm talking to you. You think, I forget what he asked him. So dude got up and he looked at him in the eye. And right after that, the officer, like just out of fear or instinct or whatever, just gave him an elbow to the face or something like that. I forget exactly what happened, but he used too much force. He used too much force. You told him to look at you, and then when he looked at you, what? You know what I mean? Like, he said, oh, you came too close to my face. Well, look, man. Police officers supposed to be sharp. You know what I mean? Y'all supposed to be sharp. That's the problem. Y'all are too lax. She seen the old lady coming. She should have been able to think quicker, is what I'm saying. Like, okay, she's walking by. Let me watch closely, see what she's doing. The old lady turned her back to her from what I could see in the video. She could have grabbed her arm from the back, and you younger than you got more power in your hand than she do in her whole arm. You know what I mean? Like, just grab her arm, squeeze it, and then grab the knife. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta do martial arts for real on an 82-year-old woman? That's bugged the fuck out, if you ask me. But, that's neither here nor there. My opinion really don't matter, but when I bring the facts to y'all how I see them, I want you to comment on this video and tell me if I'm tripping. I didn't say the old woman can walk around with a knife if she wants. Nobody should be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should want to do that unless, you're crazy. Why you walk around with a knife waving and talking about you're going to cut people unless, and she was mentally unstable. She has Alzheimer's. I don't know if you've seen at the end of the video, she was bleeding. The woman slammed her so hard to the ground, her head was bleeding. And she had a wig too, which was kind of funny. Her wig fell off. But, I'm not here to talk about that. Bottom line is, man, excessive force, straight up. 100% excessive force. There was no need for that. You can easily grab her arm and take the knife. You know what I mean? If it's somebody your age, if it's somebody who you can tell can put up a fight, because I know damn well she wouldn't do that to somebody like me. First thing she would have done for somebody like me was probably pull out the gun. Makes more sense because it's harder to do that to me, somebody like me. So okay, pull out the gun. You win. Real talk, I'm gonna put the knife right down if I'm smart. I'm gonna put the knife right down. Now, I'm not saying she should have pulled the gun out on the old lady either, but even that would have made more sense. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're at a distance and you could judge whether or not if she's in her right mind. Now you saying put the knife down and you hear her rambling some shit that don't make sense. First of all, I want to know where her daughter was, because her daughter could have been like, my mom is sick. You know what I'm saying? My mom is sick. Another question for their side, because I'm not just one-sided. Like, I hate how police act, but people are stupid too. If she got Alzheimer's, why does she have a knife to begin with in her purse or whatever? Why does she have a knife? She shouldn't have a knife. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Maybe she didn't see when she put it in, you know, but you know your mom got Alzheimer's. You got to be there. You know what I'm saying? At 82, you got to be always around her. So, I mean, yeah, just leave a comment. You know, tell me if you think I'm tripping, because there's many different videos of this actual event. There's mad people posting them up. I've actually seen a few been posted up a few minutes before I'm doing this one. They don't even have any views yet, but this is probably going to be one of those viral videos, you know, not in terms of one video getting mad views, but there's going to be so many different ones that get like a little thousand here and there, and it's going to be known. So, you know, hopefully y'all see this one and you see my video response, because there's already like 4 or 5 to this one. So I really want to hear what y'all got to say. The people that I commented on to come back to this video. I'm gonna see if I can get y'all to come back and comment, and you can hear what I'm saying, because real talk, you young, you dealing with an old lady, you don't even need to think that much. You know what I'm saying? Let me grab this knife from her and you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you need to flex your muscle? You only flex your muscle against somebody that got muscle. That's the only thing. That's the only reason why you flex. You don't flex just to show that you can flex. Because I know that if that woman seen me, she couldn't do that to me. You know what I'm saying? So she probably weak, physically and mentally. Even if she was mentally strong enough to try and do it, or to even successfully do it, it will make more sense to do it to me. Because I'm not gonna just walk around with the knife at my side and talk shit. If I really have a knife, somebody like me, somebody my age, is probably gonna really hold it in a position, a threatening position. She had a cane in her left hand. She walking with a cane. What's she gonna do with a cane and a knife? Like, she can't even keep her balance. You know what I mean? Like, this shit don't make sense. You don't flip an old lady. You don't use excessive force. And also, there's other videos I want y'all to watch about the 15-year-old girl. I'm gonna get her name right now for y'all. 15-year-old girl. And this was in Seattle. Her name is Malika Calhoun. She was on a morning show or something like that, and she spoke out against this officer. She was kicking her shoes off because he told her to take her shoes off. She kicked her shoes off, and it like grazed his pants or something like that. Because you gotta watch it. You just look for 15-year-old girl, police beat up 15-year-old girl. 15-year-old girl brutally beat by cops, Seattle. Brutally beat by cops. And the shoe just touched him. And then, according to her, he said, you know that's assaulting a police officer, right? And I mean, like, he was in a UFC cage match with Kimbo Slice, fighting for his life. He jumped in the cell and kicked her in the stomach, and like left hook to the face, slammed her face against the wall, slammed her to the floor, picked her up after that, after they handcuffed her, by her hair. Picked her up by her hair. Man, listen. This shit is serious. And I don't want people to trip either, because I think, honestly, they got more sense than that. I think there's something bigger going on. There's a lot of big distractions. I think they making these police trip. And when I say they, you know, the old saying goes, who is they? Who are they? You know, whatever. I don't know who they are, but it's got to be a controlled, everything just popping up here and there in the United States, and police are just tripping. They're fucking tripping over people. There's no need. There's no need. You got a gun already. If the person don't got a gun too, you know what I'm saying? If they got a knife